Good morning, everyone out there. I am Corinne Braxton, and this is my grandson, JP Farino. And just a second, I'm going to have JP introduce himself. Today is November 28th, Tuesday. I'm a little bit, I haven't done a video for a whole month since my surgery. So I'm coming to you live today from Bozeman, Montana. It's a sunny 30 degrees, and this week my daughter Sarah's here and their son JP from Mexico are here. So I'm going to let JP introduce himself, and I'm going to see if I can find myself on the computer.
So I was born in San Francisco, California, but I moved to Mexico when I was about 3, and then 2 years later I moved back to California, and then just now I moved to Mexico.
And JP goes to an international school, and this week they have some time off because of conferences, so he's here helping me. Oh, there's Carolyn. Hi, good to see you this morning, Carolyn. Stacy, do you see the comments, JP?
Hey, Stacy.
Stacy's from South Florida. You can also read the comments right here on the video, right there. So we're gonna. So it's a little tricky to do everything at the same time. Oh, thanks, Stacy, for sharing. I always appreciate it so much when you share the video with others, and I will be putting this on YouTube later, and it takes me a little bit of time. I have the directions all typed up, and I will post those after JP and I finish the video today. So, and then if you share, that's terrific. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you commenting, ordering from me. I do have an ordering special going on right now. You know, we have the Last Chance mini catalog. So we have our green mini catalog is retiring. This one is retiring. And today we're going to be doing a project from the Festive and Fun. And it's retiring, but it's such a fun set. I hope you'll enjoy it. Anyway, I want to tell you about the Last Chance list. If you place an order with me, you can do a $50, a $75, or a $100 order. With a larger order, you get a pack of 10 cards and envelopes. You get a current embellishment, and you get a pack of 48 designer papers. And this is just a variety all cut up. So it's quite a nice gift that I will send to you with every order that you make. So let's see let's look at these comments, see if anyone else is on with us today. So it's a different time and a different situation. So I know many of you will be watching later on. So you can see the sun's coming in here. And JP, tell them what you've been doing, helping me to earn some money.
Well, yesterday I worked about 3 hours cutting paper.
Die cutting?
Die cutting. And today I'm helping making the bases of the cards, and I earn about $20 an hour.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So he's 13. He wants to save his money for a Jeep when he turns 16. Okay, one more thing. Before we start our video, we started our video before we start the lesson, the class for today. I want to remind you about the online exclusives. Online exclusives are something new that Stampin' Up! Started. There's no catalog. They're all on the computer, and you can go to our StampingUp.com site, or you can go to my Corinne'sCrafts.net site, and you will see, you can type in online exclusives. Good morning, Linda. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning.
This is JP here with me, our grandson. Anyway, the online exclusives are really fantastic. I love them a lot. And next week I will do a project using this brand new one called Simply Sparkling. And it's a little soda can, pop can with some terrific dies. JP did some die cutting yesterday, didn't you, JP? Mm-hmm. Yep. He's been a wonderful helper because some of these things I am not allowed to do yet, some of this cutting. JP, you want to hold up these other stamps that are all online exclusives? Hold them right up to the camera one at a time.
So we got this one.
Yes.
This one.
And I know everything is backwards. Hey, Carla. Aunt Carla, that's my sister. And another one with the ducks, so that's really cool.
You can see it better like this.
Yeah, and then that pack of paper, JP, too. Yeah, thank you very much, Carla.
Beautiful paper here.
Beautiful, isn't it? It looks like, hold up a little higher, JP. There we go. I love this paper. It's still available. You get about 48 sheets. I think it's $12. Anyway, JP, you can set these over there someplace now so they're out of our way. And but don't forget about online exclusives. This is something that Stampin' Up! Plans to do in the future. I mean, go ongoing, because they can keep up with trends that way. Okay, we're going to turn the camera down. So JP and I are he's going to help me demonstrate a little bit. So here we go. I'm going to close your eyes if you get dizzy. Here we go. I'm going to turn the camera. Hopefully it won't fall. I'm going to stand up here and get this all hooked up, tightened up. Excuse my hand. And I sure do thank you for being so patient with me this last month when I have not been able to do my videos. I was recovering from this major back surgery. I'm still recovering, and I can't get this quite tightened up very well right now. Let's see. Oops. Let's see if we can get this going a little better here. JP, can you stand up here and see if you can screw that in a little bit real tight? That silver, the silver part. Tighten that up a little bit if you can.
No, it's tight.
It's okay, that's good. Perfect. There we go. Here is our November host code. And I just have these set out just to get focused on the camera. And I've even done a few cards. These were little bits and pieces. I had some pieces left over from before when I did some classes and videos. So this is a little gatefold like that. And I love this little set. And I've made a lot of thank you cards using the stethoscope and Band-Aids for some of the doctors and nurses. I have PT, OT, and a nurse every single day that comes to the house. Well, the nurse doesn't come. She comes twice a week. But so every morning I have at least two things. Here's a little gingerbread card I made, another gatefold that was with bits and pieces. And then I wanted to show you these boxes. These are so cool. You get, I think, 8 or 10 boxes, and they're on sale right now on that last chance list. You get, I don't know, 8 or 10. I should have looked, but they're only like $6. So they're really easy to decorate. The adhesive is put on there. Everything is ready to go. All you have to do is, they make great gifts. You can glue them together like this, or you can just give a gift. You could fill it with candy or a bracelet or a bath bomb or something, I don't know, chocolate bomb. Anyway, they're just really great little boxes. I'm going to have JP set those over there. JP, just set them aside for a minute. And so those of you who place an order, any orders will get gifts. This is the host code for November. I'm going to just slide that back. If you don't get my email, please message me and I will put you on the email list, because I tell you everything my specials. This is what we're going to be working with today, this Festive and Fun. It is on page 13 of our mini catalog. It is $26. It's a red rubber cling stamp. It has a really good definition to it. So it has some cute ideas here. It's just a standalone stamp, no dies or anything like that. Here's a cute little gift bag. So that's what we're going to be working on. And the paper that we're using is Merry, Bold, and Bright, and it is one of my absolute favorites. It's a paper that, actually, it's the very first paper that I ever worked with, and I made this card a long time ago for a swap, and I sort of saved it for when I needed a special YouTube video or a Facebook video. This is the paper. So it's just really bright colors. I love this. Is Poppy Red that we're using today. So let's check and see that. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Jan, good to see you. Lisa, Ann. Maybe JP can read the names of the ladies.
Mary Lawrence, Annie Louise Wolfe, Karen Halterman.
Nice and loud.
Carla Boncher, Linda Palmieri Wilmuch, Carolyn and Chicken, Karen Halterman, Stacy Bianchi.
Thank you for watching, ladies. Okay, we're ready to start. A couple weeks, well, I'm not going to say a couple weeks, but about 2 months ago, I did a video like this with that same paper with the Merriest Trees stamp, but this is the same paper. I love this paper. And it would be great not only for Christmas, but it's also a good paper for, I'm going to have you take that, JP, and put that aside. It's a good paper for birthday cards too, I think. So this is what we're going to make today. And you're going to tell me, do you like the red ribbon or the silver ribbon the best? So you just tell me the silver or the red. And JP is going to let us know what you're all writing down. Just put that comment in there. So let's look at the comments, JP. Good morning, Patty. Oh, thank you. So you just tell me, do you want me to use a red ribbon or a silver ribbon?
Peggy Lee said red, and same with Karen Halterman.
Oh.
I agree, and same with Carolyn Intriguing.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 for red. So
4 for red so far, JP said. So the red is part of the red and crumb cake in the annual catalog. I've got things. And this one is the silver one is a sheer ribbon. It's got a silver edge on it. So, but JP's going to keep track of how many we have, and then we'll use that. Okay, so this is what we're making. It's just a simple card.
we got 7 reds.
7 reds. Well, I think the reds have it then. Okay, JP, right behind me, there's my paper cutter. You want to hand me that right behind you there? Right back there, that little one. That one right there.
What paper?
The cutter. That one, right here, that thing.
This?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to start by taking a regular card that's 5 1/4. I'm sorry. I am totally sorry. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. I scored it at 4 1/4. Just a basic card. And I'm going to just cut off 1 inch. So I'm taking my paper trimmer, cutting 1 inch off like this. I'll just save that for something else. That's all we need the paper trimmer for. Everything else is done. Now, the other way, if you would rather do it to save paper, I just find that I have a lot. I have a lot of bases in my drawer already cut and scored. So, but you could. It is actually a poppy red. And oh, Denise, thank you for sharing. That's so nice. I appreciate that so much. But the other, if you wanted to do a different way, you could do 5 1/2 by 7 1/2, scored at 3 1/4. That's the accurate measurement, makes the same thing. So that is the base of the card. We'll take that off. And then we have some pieces. So we've got a little inside piece. And that is, I'm going to just set that aside, 1 inch by 5 1/4. But isn't that a pretty stripe? I love that. On the other side, it's very generic. It's just a crushed curry. And I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive on this. And I'm going to put it on my white inside. My white is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to put this on like this. Just match it up. That's good. And we'll add it like that. And now that little stripe is going to stick out and peek out of the edge. Let's see if are you able to, am I working too far down maybe? Okay, I'm gonna pull these up and we're gonna get a little closer. JP will help push it in the middle a little bit. We're gonna get a little closer in here so we don't have to reach, because that's not something I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to do any BLTs, bending, lifting, and twisting. The twisting is a little tricky because I tend to do that a little bit, and I'm not supposed to. Got a big old brace on, and it has been a tough recovery for sure. So now we're going to do a narrow white for the front, and that's going to be a matte, and that's 3 by 5 1/4. And then my FaLaLa paper is just a little bit shorter, 2 3/4 by 5. The other side, very generic dots. So you could use that for a birthday card easily, but we're going to use this as a Christmas card. So I'm going to get my little silicone mat out here. And We could use that side too, but we'll just make it the same. Excuse me. I'm going to put this on with nice even borders. So, and then we're going to put it on like this. And then we're going to do a little stamping and coloring. How is that survey going with red ribbon or silver ribbon, JP? Can you check and see the comments?
I think it's definitely red. No one has said silver.
No one said silver. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, that's what we'll do then. Okay, we're going to set that aside for a minute, and we're going to do our stamping next. We'll get our, I'm just going to get a piece of paper out here, some grid paper. We could just set it down for a second. And JP and I are going to stamp this, we're going to stamp this big giraffe. I'll do it first, and then we'll let JP do it. And do that. And so it's a very large stamp. I've got a large block. I don't even know what number this is. I can't see what it's. Looks like an I block. So whenever you have a large stamp, it's really good to ink it upside down like this. And I'm using Black Momento. Some Black Momento, and I'm going to keep that upside down, and I'm going to stand up a little bit so I can see, and place it over my tag. This is from the Stitch tags. I'm just going to hold it in place to let that ink absorb. There we go. Now I'm going to have JP do the same thing. Lots of ink, JP, right here. And then he's going to stamp, and I am going to put some red ribbon through here. Oops, that's the wrong ribbon. And JP's going to stamp a little bit. That looks good, JP. You can take that now. Use two hands. Always use two hands when you have a block like that. Can you get your other hand on there? Okay, well, it's a little bit blurry, so let's ink it up and try it again. Okay?
All right.
Ink it up, and we'll try not to move it this time, okay? And I'm going to take my red ribbon here, and I'm going to just double it up. This comes in that combo pack with the crumb cake. I'm going to thread it from the back.
See.
Okay. Down and up. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Good job. So now I'm threading this from the back, and I'm just trying to get that. There we go. So this is a half hitch, and we're going to just put the tails right through the loop, right like that. There we go. And there's our half hitch. I've got plenty of ribbon. I don't need all that. Of course, I'm going to take my ribbon scissors and give it a little haircut like that. We can pick up those pieces, JP, and we'll clean our stamp on the chamois. Got a chamois over here. We'll close that up, JP, and we're gonna be coloring that in just a second. So, okay, good. Now we're going to do some coloring. I've got an envelope already decorated, so we didn't have to do that. Isn't that pretty with those lights on there? And let's get our blends over here, and I'm going to let JP do some of the same things that I'm doing. He's going to, you want to check the comments there, JP, please, and see what people are saying.
You are working fine, said Karen Halterman.
Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of coloring here. We're going to use some of the yellow, and I'm going to do the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to need my glasses on this. JP probably has good eyesight yet, but I need my reading glasses to color. So JP, I'm going to have you start coloring, doing sort of the same thing. So our blends have a skinny end like this, and then a wider end. And I'm going to use the skinny end because there's sort of a lot of detail in here. Can you all see this well enough? I'm going to go down a little bit. And it's important that you
don't color the dots.
Don't color the dots, because those are going to get to be a different color. So we're just going to do this really quickly, and you can always finish up, and always most of the time I color in little circles, but if this is just pretty, this is some pretty intricate little stuff. So anyway, there we go. You can always touch it up after the video is complete too. So anyway, I hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving. We celebrated our Thanksgiving on Saturday, the day Sarah and JP flew in from Mexico. And so we did that the day after. I'm going to put a little bit of this wild wheat. This is the dark wild wheat. I'm going to make the little dots on the giraffe. I'm just going to dot them in real quickly like this. And there we go. Are there any comments, JP? Do you see any comments coming in?
JP is doing a fine, good job, good helper to Grandma.
He's been a wonderful helper to me. Anyway, there we go on that. So here's the other one, JP, for you.
Thanks.
We're going to do some red. We're going to do Poppy Parade. All I could find was my light Poppy Parade. I can't find my dark one. I don't know what happened to it. I have so many blends because sometimes in class we have to share and all that. So, I made a little mistake there. So I'm going to get my color lifter. My color lifter, that just lifts the color. It lifts the mistake. So I'm going to take my narrow end and I'm going to just sort of take that and I'm going to sort of erase it. I'm just going to push it back in and there it goes. It's all, you can't even see it anymore. And now I'm going to do some red in the Christmas decorations are going to be red. We're just going to color them in red. I'm not going to be too fussy about it like that. So I sure appreciate you all sticking with me for the last month. Oh, I forgot his arms, the giraffe's arms right here, or legs, whatever.
I did too.
You did too, huh? And I sort of forgot his, anyway, appreciate you guys. The first 2 weeks, I couldn't even pick up my phone to communicate with anyone. I was in the hospital for a week, and then I finally came home, and it was just a rough time. But I feel like I passed I've turned the corner, and I'm doing pretty well now. I'm getting around. I still have this brace to wear a few more weeks, and I'm walking with the walker, but I'm going to be advancing to walking sticks in a little bit. That's really not the color I wanted the star. It should have been yellow, but somehow it's brown. Wrong color. Maybe JP can do his. Oh, yours looks wonderful. Look at JP's. He's done a wonderful job coloring. Super job, JP. And really nice job. And then the tree, we're gonna do a granny apple. Oh, no, it's parakeet. Parakeet is a color that's going to be. Do we have another cap for that, honey?
Let's see.
So.
I think it fell on the ground.
Okay, that's a real problem. When things fall on the ground, I cannot bend down to pick them up. I have grabbers around the house, and
here it is.
There. Okay, you can put it on.
That red.
Yep. So I need grabbers to pick up things that fall on the floor. But when I have people around, then like someone like JP picks up things for me. So he's been, if I drop something, this morning he was die cutting for me, and then we couldn't find the die, but it had gone into the wastebasket. So we had to dig through the wastebasket, didn't we, JP? Mm-hmm. But we found it. He found it. So it was a brand new die from the ice cream set that's coming up. When I was, a few weeks ago, when my sister Chris was still here, I did the onstage virtual event. And
what was the ear again?
Oh, the ear can be yellow with a little bit of brown, probably. Anyway, here we go, like this. And the basket could have some red and different things in it. If I were doing this, not on camera, I would take more time, but I'm just trying to get through it, and so we don't take up too much of your time. So remember, I will add this to YouTube. I'll upload it. You need to give me probably about 35 to 40 minutes, and then I will have it all uploaded. And you want to make sure your blends are always really tight. They have to be, you have to hear them snap, otherwise they will dry out. They're filled with alcohol. and that alcohol will evaporate and then they won't be any good. So you need to make sure they snap tight. And our basket is going to be sort of a little crumb cake, and then we're just about done. I would make your, yeah, JP star looks great. My star doesn't look good at all. It's sort of a brown. I meant it to be a different color, but it turned out the wrong color. Anyway, it's okay. Anything works. I'm gonna make some red holly berries there.
All right, where's that red for the ornaments?
Here you go.
Thanks.
Okay, so JP and I are just finishing up here. And there we go. And that looks great.
I'll do this again.
Okay. You do whatever you'd like. You do you, and I'll do me. Okay. And we'll put those right here. Take off my reading glasses for a second, and we're going.
I still need to do a little bit.
Okay, you just keep working there. All right, so now I'm going to pop up this on my card. And JP will show us his in a minute too. And you always want your, on the back of your coloring, you want it to be able to see like that. That means it's soaking in and it's blending.
A few colors.
Which, I think you're good now, yeah.
You need a basket.
Oh, I think
okay.
Yours is cut off a little bit. So we're gonna just do that, and I'm gonna get my little dish of pieces like this, my little things that I cut up. And this is, look at this. Didn't JP do a wonderful job? Did a super job of coloring. And we're gonna put this on like that. I'm gonna have, after our class today, I'm gonna have him make a card, put his tag on a card for his mom and dad, or for his teacher, or whoever he wants. Here we are with the red ribbon. Hope that's straight. There we go. And there's our card, and our inside, we're gonna do a little stamping, and then we're gonna put some gems on. We're gonna stamp it with our Black Momento. This is just a really nice, let me see, here, JP, you wanna hold this for me for a second and show them while you put it right down here so they can read the stamps. See, you wanna read all the things that it says?
All right, so it says, a little something for you with lots of love from me. And it says, Happy Christmas wishes. May your season be one that's festive and fun.
Yep, and that's what we're going to use, the Festive and Fun one. We're going to stamp that on there like that, and that's good. And now we're going to set that aside. Right there, JP, if I forget it. There's our card. We're going to put a few little gems on. This is from the Iridescent Adhesive-backed discs. And this is being discontinued. They may be sold out, I'm not positive. But there are some red, there's red, and there's like a mambo, and there's blue, and all kinds of colors. So I'm going to, on this one, I use some green. Looks like I don't have any green left. So I think we'll use red. I'm going to take your pick tool, and I'm going to just put a couple, I'm going to slide these off. I'm going to put them right along here. JP's going to do the same thing with his. Whoops, that one's a little crooked. Okay, use some of the red ones on the side. And there is our card all finished. Isn't that great? And here's our envelope.
Doesn't seem to be one.
Just,
all right.
You get it? Okay. And that's our first project. And now we're going to do a little treat. Okay? Now, at Christmas time, before we go on to the treats, let me just show you some of these. This stitch tag, I hope they never, ever retire it because it's a great one. It cuts out all kinds of sizes of tags. Let's see, JP, is it working?
Oh, yep. There we go.
Yep. It cuts out all these different tags, and square tags, rounded tags, little tags, medium tags, and these all have stitching. I love these. So I hope they never retire. They probably will at some point, but okay. Good job, JP. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Okay, we're going to have you hold that over there. You want to put that aside. We're going to make some treats now to a little diaper fold. Many of you have made these before. I don't know. I give them I have them for treats all the time. Like here's a small one. It holds a piece of Ghirardelli chocolate. That's from
a treat.
That's a treat. That's an eraser. That's an adhesive. When you get some glue on where you don't want it, you take this and you erase it. So that fits in there. This eraser is a nice little gift I give. So I always give little treats when you order from me. So candy can go in there or the eraser. So this paper is from it's from the online exclusive. I don't know what it's called. But this paper that we're going to use today, we're going to make some of these and we're going to stamp a little moose and on that tag. So here we go. And let's set that one right there. JP, you want to check the comments for a second? See what anyone's saying? Can you find that?
So Carol Sklinner said, "So good to see." Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce.
You don't have to just read their first names, honey.
Carol says, "So good to see you back with a live with a live."
Yeah, with the live, yeah.
And I love the cards.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And it's wonderful to be back live, too. So I got a bunch of papers. All you need to make a diaper fold is a little 6x6, just square. So these are all 6x6. But I think we're going to choose one of these two. What do you think? Do you think we should do the one with the Christmas lights or the red on the back? Or should we do stripes with yellow? So you say stripes or lights? Stripes or lights? So which one should we do? And while you're voting, and JP's going to look at that, I'll show you what I do. And I'll do this on both of them.
All right, one person for lights, another one for lights.
Okay, we're going to do...
Oh, one for stripes.
We're going to mark this at 2.5.
3 for lights and 1...
You keep track,
4
okay?
For lights.
So
5 for lights.
2.5 on each side of one of these. Okay, and we're just going to mark both of them. Because then JP is going to do one and I'll do the other. Okay? 2.5. And I've made so many of these, I don't even need to mostly measure any.
Looks like lights won.
The lights are winning. Okay. So that's a pretty neat one to have lights. And so what I'll do then is I'll do the light one and I'm going to fold it. Here are my marks right there. So I'm going to take my square, a perfect square.
Oh, no one for lights.
No one for lights?
Yep. Another one.
Oh, another one for lights. Okay, take my bone folder, making a triangle. Whoops, that's not very straight, is it? I didn't do very well on that one. Maybe I didn't cut this right. Let's see once here. I don't think I cut that paper very well. Maybe it's not perfectly even. I'm going to try that again. Okay. JP, you want to fold this one? Let's fold it so that we can see the
stars?
The stars with that.
All right, let me try this.
Okay, you get in there a little bit and fold that. Okay, so you can still see let's see, where are my little marks? Right here. So right here is my marking. Here's my other pencil. I wouldn't do it that dark, of course.
Now, do this?
Yep, just like that. And now take your bone folder. JP's been doing some bone folding for some of my cards this morning too. Okay, so we're going to take this and then I'm going to put this crease right up here.
All right, let's see how this works. Oop, not very straight, but.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No, not quite straight enough. Let's see, this might not be, let's see, that one is 6 inches and that one's not the right one. So we can't do that one, JP, it's not going to work. Let's try one that is 6 inches.
That one I like.
Which one do you want to use?
This Christmas tree one.
Okay, that one's 6x6. Just fold it in half. Okay, so I'm going to fold one crease to one line. I'm going to fold it the other one to the other side like this. And this is going to be working out real well. You see how it's like a little old-fashioned diaper? Many of you maybe, most of you wouldn't probably remember cloth diapers so much. But so now this is going to get folded down like that. And actually,
use this bone folder.
Sure. I'll just grab a different bone folder. And I'm going to just press it like this. And that actually, you don't even have to tape it. It'll stay by itself, and there's your little pocket.
Uh-oh.
Now that works perfectly, JP. Now you want to, should we mark it to 2.5? Let's see, let's do that. We'll do it this way. 2.5 is the marking place. And 2.5 over here. Okay, now you're going to take this corner up to there. Okay?
And onto the 2.5 mark?
Yep.
All the way?
All the way. Give it a nice bone fold. Let's put it over here so they can see it, okay? Because there you go. You have to get way up there.
All right, can't really see
Nope,
this.
that's okay. Now just to the other side. Put it up here so they can see. The other one's going to come right to that point and bone fold. Okay, good. And then we're just going to put, that looks great, JP. And now he's going to bring the Christmas tree part is going to come down, and he's going to bone fold that again. And that looks great, a little Christmas tree on there. And look at, so we have all these little pockets created. And now let's bring in our little moose that is with the same set. We're going to stamp it, I think, right on one of these, because then we can, I tried all kinds of different shapes. I had some different ideas, but we'll try this. And this is from the annual catalog. It's one of the Christmas dies. I can't remember what it's called. I've got it marked, but I won't take the time to show you that. We're going to stamp the moose and the little, I love this, little something for you with lots of love from me. Perfect. What a great set of stamps for Christmas time. Okay, let's bring in our little paper that we can stamp on so we have a smooth surface. And I'm going to stamp with the black. Where did I put the black? Right here. It's buried. Things get lost very easily, JP, on a video. It's amazing. You could have this tiny, tiny space and things get lost. Well, that's just the way it rolls. There we go. And JP is going to do the same thing with his. I'm going to stamp that up.
Just on that side.
Just on the left side. And I'm going to stamp the moose. You have to get the ink on it first, honey.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, turn it over. Always have to ink it up every single time.
My bad. All right.
Okay, so then we're going to, here's our little moose with our greeting. And, yep, that's good. That's plenty of ink. Okay, we're going to give him a little color. And I think that looks pretty good, JP. And we're going to put the moose on him too, up next to him, right there. And you can stamp that up. We've got sort of a mess going on here, but you can see I already stamped one of these on a square. I will color that one later, but I'm going to just put this one on for time's sake. This is the little moose with his looks like a Yuletide pudding or something like that. We're going to put him on the lights like this. We're going to change it up so that looks good. We'll put our ink away. So we've got a mess going on here. Let's see once. Let's get our little chamois and get that cleaned up before we get our arms in there, JP. Here's our chamois, and we'll get these cleaned up here. There we go. We'll just put that right there for now, and we'll get those cleaned up afterwards. So, but on this, I just will show you real quickly. There's JP's, and here I just colored the main part of the moose with crumb cake, and then I did some of the, it could be copper, or this one is the SU300 for his antlers. Sorry, they're spoons on a moose. We have, our carpenter saw two bull mooses, not mooses, and a couple weeks ago, and I have he sent us some really fabulous pictures. Anyway, we're going to get one of these little pieces that I cut. You could use your regular dimensionals. I just sort of like how easy these are. I'm going to just put it right like that. And you see, I did not even click. You don't even have to hold that down. But now this is all going to hold that like that. Okay, and then we could put our little treat up there. I could put this right like that, and I think I will do that. It's a little different than I stamped it, but that's okay. No problem at all. I've got a little ink on there, and there's our little treat. Isn't that cute? And I'll take pictures of this. It takes me a little bit of time to get the photos and everything uploaded afterwards, but we've made a lot of things today. Some cute cards, cute card, and some little treat holders. And these are just perfect for little gifts at Christmas time. Some pieces of candy for your grandkids or something. And isn't that a great set? And it's still available. Hasn't been sold out yet. It's a $26 set, but there are lots of items that are on sale. But I wanted to choose something that was still available. So many things have disappeared already because they've sold out. Okay, let's close your eyes for a second, and we're going to flip the camera back up on us, and JP and I will... There we are. Here's my handsome grandson. Thank you so much, Lisa. Lisa said cute cards and said, you want to read the comments?
Great project. Thanks for sharing, said Anna Goodwin.
Okay, yeah, we can just read the first name is good. Thank you so much, ladies, for following along today with JP and myself. That was really fun, and I'm so happy to be back doing videos, and I'll come to you again next Tuesday. I'm not positive about the time. It'll probably be a little later because I have either nurse or OT or something coming every day. So my mornings get to be pretty busy. So thank you, ladies. And JP is going to be leaving tomorrow. He's going back to Mexico. I guess you have to go to school
Not tomorrow.
Oh, not tomorrow.
On Thursday.
Today is Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah.
You go back to school on Friday then?
Yeah.
Okay. JP, what's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is baseball and soccer.
Yeah, he's a very good player. So, all righty. We'll see you next week, ladies. And thank you so much for joining JP and myself today. I appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. The directions will be posted in about 15 minutes. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.